All right, here. Let's actually go back. Let's start going through the characters that I have not done. Let's see. Do we want to do Stygian Guard? Now, let's do Root Seeds. It feels a little repetitive. Nope, we're gonna go with this. Let's see if we can remold some lost imps. Any advice on using Little Fade? There's a couple. Ooh, these are really good. Let's see. Summon abilities triggered an additional time. I gotta go with that, because that's obscenely powerful. And let's take a look. Kill all imp units, deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. I'd like to go for the Queen's Imp... Shoot. The problem is I've done Imp Parade before, and so it's a little generic. That said, summon abilities trigger an additional time is incredibly broken on Imp Parade. But yeah, advice for Little Fade. I mean, the base one is go for the one that makes it whenever she extinguishes, she gives her teammates bonuses. That one's extremely strong. What do you guys think? Imp Parade? Imp Parade. I gotta. It sucks, but it's like, it's just too strong. So, I gotta. That said, for Little Fade, we could do a Little Fade run after this. I'm actually... She is probably my favorite new champion just in terms of weird usages. And I've only done one run with her, so I wanna do more. Okay. There they are. Waiting for that to happen. Put him in the back. Not much I can do about it. It's okay. Money would be nice, but money's not that nice. Okay. Primitive Mold. Does that... Yes, that does scale up his burnout. I wonder if the imps don't count for primitive mold. I guess we'll find out pretty quick. I definitely need the ability to sack some of these imps. Because as it stands, they're just everywhere. Let's see. Okay, Primitive Mold brings back Turbo Draft. Give Turbo Draft armor, and he's good. Okay. Absolutely fledgling imp. Let's see. And I kind of don't want Wicklash or anything like that. Maybe we do. Okay. So we don't have... Yeah, do we want another unit? We kind of do, we kind of don't. Because I actually like the drafts. Maybe I should have actually gone for Wicklash instead and kept them around. Do we go for the unit editor? Yeah, sure. Let's see what I can do to a draft. Let's see. Do we just give it bonus damage? We'll give the other one bonus damage. I'm just going to keep them around. Whatever happens, happens. Because they're pretty decent and I can bring them back constantly. Have I seriously never want to run with an Alpha Fiend? I guess not since the game came out. Yeah, do I really want to do... Do I want to get a Branded Warrior? If I had been thinking, I would have waited... Nah, let's skip for the time being. I need to win runs with those, but I don't need to win this run with them. Alright, let's give it a shot. We want to... If I can get the, shoot. What is it? The Ascended Imp? Goofy things happen. Steward, give her some armor. Okay. Draft. Fledgling Imp. Impling. There we go. Other Impling. And nothing else I want to do. Unfortunately, we're going to just bloat our deck with just a ton of Queen's Implings, which is not always the best. One. Go up here. Hey, so we do get the Queen Implings back. I was thinking about this. I figured there was a possibility that we might be able to bring them back with primitive mold. So that's worse than I wanted it to be. Because now we've got a bunch of Implings that are just going to be ending up in the remold pile. That I probably should have thought of this. That said, molded. There we go. And I'm going to grab a Wickless Tycoon. Yeah, Transcend him. That's the one. I was like, it's Ascend, but it's not... it's okay. Do we modify a spell? Mixed feelings. I don't know if there's any spells, but there's nothing I want to dupe either. So let's go for the Merchant of Magic and see if there's anything that surprises us. Double stack. And that makes March of Shields insane. I'll take that. That's enough. And I want none of these things. Oh shoot, I meant to give this guy the rage, not this guy. I wonder if you can read the chat, or if it's only visible to the publisher. I can read the chat. I am here. I mean, we could just dump a bunch of drafts, but that's not really what I want to do. I think I'm just going to copy March of Shields. 2 of these is obscene. Yeah, I can actually read both Twitch chat and the Steam store page chat. Though nobody's really chatting in the Steam store Steam store at all, so I don't have to think about that too much. Now, if anybody's watching on Steam and actually wants to say anything, you're more than welcome to. I'm listening. Alright, let's go down here. Wickless Tycoon. Draft. Perfect. So, my thoughts are... Wickless Tycoon's just going to hang out down there and absorb funds for me. That's his job. I don't need him to be good. He can, in fact, be quite crap. He just needs to exist long enough for me to make money. Get the Fledgling Imp. Let's reform one of the random drafts. Let's just punch Daedalus a bunch. Okay, don't care about the bomb. Don't care about any of these. So I'm gonna do... Do I bother with March of Shields on this guy? Sure. There we go. Absorb funds. Let's see. Molded. Let's get one. Let's get this guy. bring him back. Okay, get the draft down. Get the Queen's Impling down. Get that down. Continuously give him armor. Alright, there he is. Let's do a primitive mold again. Queen's Impling. Queen's Impling. Buff that one so it's tanky, and we beat his face in. And I get small amounts of money. It's only a little. But I like petty cash. Deranged Brute would be good. Man, I don't think I've played Hellhorn since the 1.0 came out. This would be really good. I gotta decide if it's worth it, though. We don't really have the space. Fitting him in would be really good, though. Like, put him up with the Shardtail Queen and a bunch of fledgling imps, and we will have money damage. I gotta go for it. It's gonna be tough to squish it all in there, but it will be worth it. Now, here's the question. You know what? I'm gonna go for this space. It's really strange seeing Wonder on cam, to be honest. I almost never do face cam, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Let's go this way. We don't really need the pyre remains, but I want an unstable vortex and garbage. Namely, I want to get rid of the stewards. And maybe fortify, but not so much. I wonder what's your favorite neutral card. Dante? Dante is ridiculous, but I feel like saying Dante is cheating. Just go for Big Tycoon. We don't need Big Tycoon, though. Big Draft is real tempting. Burnout on a Queen's Impling isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, let's go Big Draft. Because if we get lucky, we get a small stone, and then we can just do things with that. Let's see. Fledgling Imp. Tempting. I might actually get rid of the Queen's Implings. Maybe. Do it on him. Reroll. There was Quick, but we don't need Quick this time around. We want to give Wickless Tycoon just a bunch of HP and keep giving the fledgling imps Burnout 1. If we can get them endless on top of that, everything becomes goofy, though I don't know if we need that. Now let's keep going Imp Parade for even more goof. Let's see. Dog is best neutral card. Ooh, the dog is really good. You're right about that one. Alright, so. Wickless Tycoon. Shardtail Queen. Armor on him. Impling. Impling. Okay. So far, so good. Train Steward. Deranged Brute. Fledgling Imp. Let's see, and it's just a pair of Implings. So it doesn't really matter what we get. Okay. At least we get a little bit of money. One makes it to the top, but that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, definitely running into some energy problems here. Toss the fledgling imp there. Take a look at this. So, we want to get the draft down. We might as well do Impalate, get rid of that guy, then drop the fledgling imp for mad damage. Okay, so far so good. Alright, keep giving him armor. Toss the other draft down. Primitive mold. Hope we get something. I'll take it. Oh, we don't have enough. We do not have enough juice. Okay, brief respite. Let's do primitive mold again. Gets me that. I could stack some more imps here, which is actually really tempting. Here, I'm going to stack this one, and we'll March of Shields and fortify him, just because. Queen's Impling and Fledgling. They might burn out, they might not burn out. We'll see. Let's see. Primitive mold. Other primitive mold. Okay. Draft. Fledgling in. Okay. So we're going to do a silly amount of damage to these guys. In fact, we're going to win. March of Shields him. And we're golden. Yeah, so we don't even need the other setup. We just have big numbers, many big numbers, and that's all I need. Ooh, Unbroken Horn. So we definitely need Pyre Chomper. Deal damage to enemy units equal to 3 times the number of friendly unit deaths this battle. Or front enemy unit, same deal. Let's go Fatal Melting, that way I can just clear the bottom floor of most trash. That should make me some money. Brr. I could go Relic, but I don't think I want it. I think what we want is Pyre Chomper, dupe that. Let's go for some Purge and Dupins. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Queen's Implings. And actually, I should be getting rid of the Stewards now that I'm thinking about it. Alright. And we want to get... Yeah, let's get another Pyre Chomper. Now that we've got the Unbroken Horn... Ooh. We don't want Petrified Heart. I'm going to get the Small Shard. Who am I going to put it on? I don't really want to put it on him, though. Let's see. Let's put it on the draft. Yeah, with Unbroken Horn, a Pyre Chomper, and an X-Cost card would be insane. Oh, yeah. There's a couple of really busted combos that you can do to just make a ton of energy. This is... Armor 15 is spooky. I'm gonna go for it anyway. We'll just see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna put the Wickless Tycoon up here. Shardtail Queen, Deranged Brute. And I'm gonna toss one Impling there. That way they don't have stealth. Perfect. Alright. Toss the Pyre Chomper. Hit the Impalate. Fledgling Imp. Fledgling Imp. Okay, they're down. And Fledgling Imp. Okay. That way we get a bunch. Reform that, just do a bunch of damage. Okay. Hello, money. Now let's see, there's the other Pyre Chomper. Let's give him a bit of armor. Let's get Big Draft down. Give him some rage. That's good stuff. Drop the Pyre Chomper. Give him some armor. I think I actually want to do the Queen's Impling, so I'll just let that go. We'll save that for the next round of some number of things. Alright, so they're going to kill this guy without too much fuss. That's okay. So let's do a molded. Let's get Big Draft back. Do we? Yeah, we got an insane amount of energy. So nothing in that general direction bothers me. We get another fledgling imp, put it down. It's got burnout, so we can just keep giving this guy armor. I'll put down a train steward, even if I hate them. Or for this build. That is fine. So, other draft. Fledgling imp. Fatal melting. That's the damage. That's what I was looking for. Go back up here. Keep giving him that. Don't have any more space. So I think at this point we either want... We probably want draw more than anything else. Alright, primitive mold. Primitive mold. Molded. Let's bring back him. I'm actually going to put him down here. So he's got burnout 1. He's also got burnout 1. And I'm just going to toss that fledgling imp there for reasons. And I don't want to do... Do I want to do impalate? Yeah, sure. We'll do some preemptive damage to the boss. Okay. Primitive mold. Alright, let's start with the Queen's Impling. Fortify. Impalate for a bunch of damage. Fledgling imp. Other fledgling imp. And then we're going to Marcher Shields that one. Because he's not going to burn out. And once again, the freaking money floor is the one that just champions it. We don't need to worry about anything else. Imp and a box are impressive. Both are great. 2 random imps to your hands could be really good. Impressive, easy way of getting rid of imps. We don't really need to get rid of imps, though. We have a whole lot of consume cards. I don't think we do. I'm going to go imp in a box because I don't know, why not? And let's skip these, because I don't need them. So far, it's so good. Okay. So, I'm feeling going for the artifacts and spells. Not that there are a whole lot of spells that I need to modify, but at this point, I don't know if there's... Oh, well... Yeah, shoot. I don't need anything. I don't need to modify any units because I'm plenty strong. And a relic could do me some good. These are bad. I mean, they're not bad. There's absolutely uses for them. There's just... Not for me, not right now. Holdover on a fatal melting would be interesting. Could you get consume removal on the imp in a box? After a certain point, I actually would just have too many imps, and it would become an issue. Huh. I actually do not need the final tier of Imp Parade, now that I'm thinking about it. It will do holdover molded, so I can actually bring back useful things. I've got an insane amount of money, I'm realizing. Ooh, permafrost. What would I permafrost? Fatal melting? Yeah, I'll actually permafrost fatal melting. That's not a terrible idea. I'll just make that free. Not that we're really burning a whole lot of mana here. Do I yes. Let's go back. Let's purge. Because I've still got at least one steward left in the deck. I think the Queen's Implings are fine. They actually have their merits. Okay. This is easy. Actually, this works pretty well. Good fodder for death. Good fodder for finances. So, do we want to put the Wickless Tycoon on the bottom? We got 2 Pyre Chompers. Now, let's give him a bit of wind-up. A little bit of a wind-up. Pyre Chomper, other Pyre Chomper. Nobody's died yet, so I'm just going to hold on to that one. It's going to kill the 2 Pyre Chompers. Alright, let's take a look. So, let's fortify him. Go back up here. Deranged Brute. Do Fledgling Imp, because he's going to burn out. Imp in a box on this floor. Gets me another Pyre Chomper. Do that. Fatal Melting. Go back here. Move him to the front, just give him some armor. Okay. So now we need an X-cost card that is dumb. I don't think we're going to find any that are particularly amazing. But I'll take what I can get. Let's see. So let's do March of Shields. Fledgling Imp. That way he dies. Okay. Draft. Primitive Mold. Oh. Works out. Okay. And that's going to give that guy armor. Let's just leave that alone for a bit. That was a good time for the draft platoon to show up. Okay, now these are kill-based. So let's start with Molded. Bring back Big Draft. Shame Rage does not carry over. Then Primitive Mold. Let's see. Pyre Chomper. Fledgling. There we go. Bunch die up there. Go for that. I'm just trying to burn as many of these guys as possible. Kind of. Especially because we're just going to be swimming in imps. Impolate to take care of him. That. Molded, get me the other draft back. They don't need to scale up too hard here, but it's nice to scale them all the same. Keep him. So these guys are either going to burn out or die. He dies. Do just Fledgling Imp? Sure. I really need an X-Cost card. The one that gives Rage and Strength would be obscene. Okay, Molded. Keep bringing him back? Yeah. Go for the Impling. Another Fledgling Imp. Wow. We're going to do some horrors up here. Primitive Mold gets me a Pyre Chomper. I'm just going to dump it down there. Yeah, I think we need more draw, more capacity. I'd say more capacity just so I can jam more things into this floor. I think that's it. Because, yeah, I'm actually getting too many dudes. Go here. We want them all to die. There we go. Let's see. Bring them down. Bring somebody back. I don't think it really matters. Any and all of them will do. Queen's Impling, Fledgling Imp. Give it some armor. It doesn't survive. Do we manage to take out the... No, we don't. It's fine. Alright. Molded. Big Draft. There we go. Put it in front. Give her the Impolate. And there's nothing else I can do. So yeah, do we want the space or do we want the draw? Let's go for the space, because I don't think we need the draw. Consume all cards in hand. Draft, no. Let's go for the one horn stone. We got plenty of energy for it, and if I can make it so it doesn't consume, then we can just scale it constantly. And that's a good use of my excessive amount of money. Purge? I'm feeling the Purge. Yeah, let's go Purge. I think I'm actually gonna lose the Implings. Okay, Merchant of Magic. Yes! Remove Consume on one Horn's Tome. Fragile's maybe a bit spooky, but... oh well. That's... I'll just reduce the cost by a little bit. just because that's kind of expensive. Let's reroll, see if I get anything interesting. Permafrost. Permafrost on the Impalade is not a terrible idea. And you know what? Let's reduce the cost on it. Let's see. So the question is, do we want the Fledgling Imp and a Welder Helper? Or do we want Royalty? I'm actually going to go Royalty. Because Maximum Imp Parade gives me armor. I don't need armor. I don't want armor. Armor is actually going to hurt me. Especially because I've got so much armor generation right now to begin with. Okay. Put her up here. Put him there. Get the Pyre Chomper. I'm going to go with the Fledgling Imp, and we can't do anything with the Primitive Mold. Alright, let's take a look. Impalate. Primitive Mold. Fledgling Imp. Fledgling Imp. We're not going to get that money, but you know what? I just... Hard to immediately care. Probably should have actually burnt some of the fortifies. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this will be fine. Imp in a box. Go back up here. Let's see. Draft. Fledgling Imp. Primitive Mold. Another Fledgling Imp. Okay, we don't lose anything. That's some damage. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go back up here. Let's give her Fragile, but multi-strike. There. No, nobody can get past the top floor. She does too much damage. Okay, she doesn't do too much damage. We're working on that. Beak Draft. Let's see. Pyre Chomper. Gosh, these guys hurt. It's probably the Slay bonus that's murking me a little. Bring this draft back. Okay, there we go. I really want to do March of Shields on somebody. But we don't have anybody to justify it yet. This got dicey. Alright. That's a good spot for March of Shields. I'm just going to put that imp down. Molded. Beak Draft. Primitive Mold. Other Primitive Mold. So let's take a look at this. Okay. Spread this a bit. So far, so good. We're still taking some damage here, which I'm less than appreciative of. Let's see. If I do Fatal Melting, just wipes those guys out. Okay, cool. March of Shields. Molded. Gets me other draft. Primitive Mold. Gets me another Fledgling Imp. Okay. So far, so good. There's the money we're looking for. Not that we really need a whole lot of money at this point. We do. Give shields. Get another molded. Let's keep bringing him back. Except for, I'm actually going to put him down here. just to do some basic damage. Gets me a pyre chomper. I'll just put it there. Tank some of the hits. Alright, molded. Bring Big Draft back. Big Draft here. We're going to keep fortifying this guy, because if he goes down, we're in trouble. Let's see. Primitive mold. Gets me one of those. Gets me one of those. There we go. Got him. Boss dies before he even makes it to the top. Bam! You got killed by the moneymaker. Oh, man. Ooh, boy. Hi. Okay. Let's go for important work. It's worth it. Let's see. Reform a unit with an additional 10 damage? Yes. I'm liking where this is going. Reforming imps for just dumb cheese. Shockingly effective. The biggest issue that we're going to run into is Seraph the Diligent is going to screw me over. Kind of. Let's go for the Merchant of Magic. Let's see what we can get. Permafrost. I don't know. We have so much money. There's not really a whole lot of reason to do so or to not to do so. Let's go check the item shop first. We don't have any extinguished, do we? No. So none of these are particularly great. Extra stacks of burnout whenever it's applied. No. I'm not really feeling any of these. Because we don't really want combustible wax. We really don't want... I'll get refracting lenses, but that was kind of a really bad pull there. Alright. And then I'm going to get me another Wicked Blaze, just because. Yeah, we have nothing to boost there. Okay, hold over. Now, let's do Wicked Blaze. Hold over on Wicked Blaze. Reduce the cost of this one. So we're going to be running a little bit thin on spells, probably by the time we're done. Oh, still haven't gotten this. There we go. Because, yeah, this is the one that deletes all my spells. It's only the first card each turn, so I can kind of work around that. Especially because I have infinite imp generation. Okay. Shardtail Queen, and then him. Imp. Self-mutilation. Get him down. Get the draft down. Run that. I'm not going to do a whole lot of damage, though. Pyre Chomper. Fledgling Imp. Fledgling Imp. Self-mutilation, self-mutilation. Primitive Mold gets me one of the drafts back. That's good. Because I want to do Impalate here. The question is, do I want to do... Where do I want to do the draft? You know what? Lower floor is meaningless. We're just trying to beef up the top. That's my only goal. Okay, let's go for a Fatal Melting. Wipe those guys out. That'll give me some. Get Fragile. So I guess we did need the armor in the end. Okay. Fledgling imp. Armor, armor. Other fledgling imp. Other fledgling imp. Molded. This is just regular molded. Let's actually get a pyre chomper. Let's go back up here. Okay. So my champ does do a decent amount of damage. Did I get a trample book, or is that the last round? I think that was the last round. Okay. So I'm going to put the fledgling imp here. We're actually going to burn important work. So that I can do a double march of shields on this guy. But then drop a draft in front of him. And then we go molded. And just get these guys down. Yeah, we're going to lose the money man. But I was kind of... I mean, the money man doesn't even need to exist at this point. The money man was purely just there for my own wild self-interest. Alright, input a box gets me welder helper, which is great. Except for the fact that, well, we could always just have him move forward, or, I don't know, we got some options. Go for armor. Wicked Blaze. Take this guy back. I'm probably going to put him on another floor. Just so. And then molded. One of the regular fledgling imps back. Because I don't need them to live. I don't want them to live. I just need them to exist long enough. I was kind of hoping we'd get a couple more pot shots in on the boss. Oh well, is what it is. Okay, let's burn a... Let's burn that. Wicked Blaze. Beef up this draft. He's small anyway. Molded. Who do we even grab? Sadly, kind of nobody. Because I think this side is too big. The welder helper is just going to beef out. But you know what? That's okay. Primitive mold. Wickless Tycoon. There we go. At least it'll make me a little bit more money in death. I guess. Okay, burn self-mutilation. Burn the last fortify. Let's do... Wicked Blaze. Big Draft. Block him in. Alright, so Big Draft is going to man blockade. Let's see. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. So let's burn Impalate. One Horn's Tome for just extra oomph. Bring him to the front for reasons, because he's not going to take any damage anyway, and it doesn't matter. We win. Not bad. I still need to try some of the other builds apart from Imp Parade, but Ashes of the Fallen... Well, we really didn't need Imp Parade on this run. We were actually totally fine with just resurrecting a bunch of fledgling imps. The main issue is just the question of whether or not I'd even start with them. Okay. No, it's this direction. I'm just going to do that real quick. Make sure. Hey!